A lot of people have been asking me, what are RFCs and how do they compare to traditional lead generation? Let's just make a video. Let's break down what traditional lead generation, both on a paid and organic method, looks like. So, for instance, if we're doing paid, we first pick the platform, right? We do the research to say what ads and creative make sense. We design that campaign, we run it, we get a lead, and then if it's through paid, it'll go directly to a calendar or Calendly. If it's another mechanism through organic, you'll have to do some business development, get a calendar. What the biggest difference here is, often this can take weeks and weeks and weeks of testing, iterating to get started and start seeing some real results. When they're on the calendar, even if you have a form, you still have to go and pre-qualify them, make sure that they're even a good fit, they can actually help them, and understand the nuances of what they actually need done. Then the second meeting, unless the first meeting is an hour or two, you go over the scope of the project that they have in mind, the time that is needed to get started, timeline that they have, budget, and then specifically the need. This is often a really great way to get started, but it can be very costly both in time and resources, especially on the paid and organic side. This is traditional lead gen. It works, however, there's an easier method, and that's through RFCs. Now, RFCs are a little different. We go after contracts where people directly tell us their need, timeline, and budget. Basically, we remove this step altogether and all this work as well, because we don't have to worry about compelling messages to tell them or where to find the data. We just go after contracts, and it makes our life so much easier. So let's say that you're a software and marketing developing agency. You build custom CRMs, potentially, maybe web dev, and then you run paid media. We can just look for contracts through our database. When we find them, we reach out and make sure that they actually do have a budget, need, and timeline, what every salesperson needs. We look at any key characteristics, their website URL, if they've raised money, anything that will help us set apart when we reach out and build context for those actual contracts themselves. Once we do, we actually send the basic proposal of what we can do to help them. Not a real binding proposal, but saying, hey, we saw your contract that you need a website done for over $10,000 and you need that done in the next 90 days. We confirm that. We reach out and say, we can do that. These are past works that we've done. It's going to cost you maybe a little more, maybe $20,000. And we have that conversation in the business development section. Oftentimes, when we send over a calendar and we meet with the prospect, we already know their timeline when they need to get something done. We know the budget that they have. Is it going to be $50 an hour? Is it going to be $100,000 a project? And we know the actual need, and that's very important. There's no guesswork when we jump on the call. Why we're there? We're here to talk about the scope of work that you have and if we are even a good fit for you. So this is the biggest difference between outbound slash paid on lead generation RFCs. We eliminate that work beforehand by actually going after contracts with people who are already the perfect fit for us based on their need, budget, and timeline. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Nico at getboundlessmedia.com, or visiting our site, getboundlessmedia.com. I'm happy to show you exactly how this works. If you want, we can jump on a call. I can understand a little bit more about the contracts that best fit you, get you one sent over, and start this conversation with that ideal prospect. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.